What's up, y'all? This is your girl Nina coming to y'all tonight just to have a little conversation. And maybe somebody will join me. I have a question. I'm dropping stuff. I have a question, y'all. I'm sitting here doing some work trying to figure out this YouTube. Brian, I'm having a hard time with this YouTube. Going crazy. But I do have a question. How many of y'all really love yourself? I was just sitting here thinking, do you really love yourself? Because I'm starting to realize a lot of people, y'all don't have no self-love. And you know why I say that? Because I see too many people saying they depressed. They don't like where they at in their situation. They going through so much. Life is so hard. I'm trying to figure out why. Because I'm like that too. And I had to really start changing things about the way I think and the stuff that flow out my mouth. Because if you love yourself, wouldn't you do better? If you love yourself, would you still be in that? Would you be stuck in that job that it's not even paying your bills? How many of y'all work in a job that you can't even go on a vacation? You can't afford to buy yourself nothing new. You barely can buy food. And you still go there every day. I'll call you right back. I'm doing this video. You saying in your mind it's paying the bills. Is it really paying the bills? Are you living or are you just existing? And one more thing, if you're going through depression, don't go to them folks and let them drug you up with that medication. It happened to my niece. I watched my niece perish. I watched her go from a beautiful model, a normal human being, to somebody I didn't even recognize no more until the day she died at age 35. She ended up with cancer. And a lot of that comes behind the medications and stuff that you put in your body, believing these people is for your well-being. Did y'all know it's more money in the medicine? They don't want to cure you. So if you go to a doctor and say that you're depressed, you're bipolar, you get all these titles, they're going to dose you up with medication because now you're stuck and you're dependent on their medicine to keep making them money. That's why I asked the question, do you really love yourself? So many of y'all would pay somebody to be in your presence. Like ladies, it's so many of you that give me your income tax money to have somebody in your presence. Do you really love yourself? Because if you loved yourself, would you do those things? If you loved yourself, would you not look in the mirror every day and see that you gaining weight? Your waist is getting bigger. Your legs hurt when you go up the steps. And you still eating bad. You still on holidays making them collard greens. Collard greens good for you. Pork chops, chitlins, all that stuff you put in your body. Drinking soda and Kool-Aid. Drinking alcohol every day. Smoking marijuana when you know your throat hurt, causing yourself lung cancer. Do you really love yourself? If you don't love you, how do you expect somebody else to love you? See, God watch our behaviors, and this is why certain things come into our life that we don't understand, because it's called the law of attraction. You attract who you are and what you are. If you're doing bad things to your body, bad people will come into your life. I think we make life so hard. It don't have to be that hard. I really do. I started to really realize that, like, dang, we kind of making life hard. Like, a lot of us got a bestseller book in us. We can be making money off our life story. I know half of y'all have books in you that will blow our mind if we read the books. It could change a lot of people's lives, but you don't write the book because you feel like you don't have the know-how or you don't have the time. Oh, it's hard to write a book. How is it hard to write a book about a story that already been told? Have y'all thought about that? If you write a bio about your life, that story already been told up until today. I've been putting off my book for years because I kept saying, I don't know where to start. How I don't know where to start when it already started? That's crazy. Those are excuses. My book has already been wrote. All I gotta do is put it on paper. But we make excuses. Some of us got bestseller movies and plays in us. But you don't have time, but you have time to go punch somebody you don't even know. Somebody you don't even like, they don't like you. You got time to go punch their clock. 40 hours a week, sometimes more. Slaving for them. You don't be late, but you don't have time for yourself. You don't have time for yourself. Write it, Troy. Write that book, because so many of us got bestsellers in us, and people need to hear our story, because our stories will blow their mind. I can sit up all day long and tell story after story, entertain people about my life, and they constantly tell me, Nina, write that book. I don't know how. I just told the story to 7 people. How I don't know how to write it. You know what I'm saying? We got so much money inside of us that we know how to get, but we don't know how to get. Did that make sense to y'all? We have the means to make so much money, but we don't get out there and get it. I think the Willie Lynch letter really messed up a lot of black people and made us feel like we can't do things. Because I can drive over the city in Grand Rapids, y'all, and I see several places and things that my dad built. My dad was a master carpenter. A master carpenter. I see so many things in this city that he did for John W. Potter Company that he worked for almost 50 years. And when I look at it, like that gas station on Franklin and Eastern my dad did, when I look at it, it seemed like I will be getting money from it, and so will my siblings. No, his boss getting money from that, and his kids. My dad is dead. He don't have nothing coming out of those properties that he built, those houses that he built. The owner making money off of that. But the whole time, my dad was the master carpenter. He's the mastermind. He was the money. But he never thought in his mind that I could start my own and cut out him. Let me do my own thing for my kids so I can leave a legacy and a foundation for my children, not for his children. And that's what we do when we punch a clock every single day. We go punch a clock for somebody else's children to be okay while our kids starve. Do you know how many black people in the grave right now and they were slaves? And they children, which is us, we left behind on the system, working for minimum wage, renting out $1,800, $2,200 apartments because our parents couldn't leave us nothing. Because they mindset, I keep telling y'all, our family taught us wrong. We want to believe that mama and grandmama knew everything. They did not. You know why? Because they were taught wrong. And they embedded that into us, even from the way we eat wrong. That's why black people have high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, because our ancestors told us the slop of the pig was good for us because master gave it to us. And it went down generation after generation after generation. And now everybody walking around on Thanksgiving, who making chitlins? That was slave food. And you still stuck in that mentality. But you can't tell y'all nothing. Do y'all really think hog guts is good for your body? For real, do you love yourself? I'm asking y'all, do y'all really love yourself? Do you think pork, when God said we shouldn't eat swine, is good for your body? Do you think eating shrimps is good for your body when it's like part of the roach family and it eats all the junk out the sea? Let me tell y'all something about fish. You know, there's a lot of things that we shouldn't put in our body. I just read this the other day, and Leon told me about this too. It tripped me out. Do y'all know fish is in the water, right? The ocean. And it's eating off whatever in the ocean to survive, right? Now think about this. How many people go out to the ocean or a lake or a river, something pretty where the water at, and they throw their ancestors' ashes into the water? So they throwing body parts into the water. Dogs that died, whatever, cats, people. And the fish is in the water. So the fish is eating whatever's in that water. So those people body parts is inside that fish that somebody is catching and bringing it to your table and you eating that. And y'all wonder why we sick a lot of times. I kid y'all not, the other day I ate some fish and I had the worst nightmare. And I didn't know what it was. I'm like, what is this? And I started thinking about the things you put in your body makes a difference in your life and in your mindset. Do you really love yourself? How many of y'all get up every morning and you meditate and you stretch and you grab this instead of a cup of coffee? You pray and exercise. I don't care if it's 5 minutes. Do any of you do that? Or what y'all do? Y'all jump up, you grab your coffee, you jump in the shower, and you take off to work because you can't be late for master. He more important than your health. Do you really love yourself? That's what y'all need to ask yourself. Do I really love myself? Do I really put time into me that I need to be putting into me to live? Or I'm just existing? And y'all wonder why every time we get on Facebook, somebody dying. You know why somebody dying every day? Because they don't love themselves. Half these people that y'all see dying, they alcoholics. They drinking, they smoking weed, they doing drugs, they popping mollies, they doing everything. They committing a slow suicide. They eating wrong. I bet right now, if I ask any of you, what did you eat today? Can none of you have, you can tell me you had a fruit or any vegetables or a bottle of water. Do you love yourself? But you want that woman or that man to love you. You know how long I've been complaining about my stomach? 29 years since my son David. That's ridiculous. What made me have a different mindset was being around Leon and his friends, because they really health conscious. And these brothers in their 50s, when I say 50, 56, 57, 58, 59, healthy as hell. Stay in the gym. They were one of the reasons. But tonight I was watching this bodybuilder who's 70 years old. And a young lady I posted on my page, she's married to a white man. Check her out. Look at their bodies. This lady is 70, and I kid y'all not, this lady like she's 45. She's a bodybuilder. She said age ain't nothing but a number, and that's some serious shit. She said, look at me. I'm healthy as could be. Don't let age fool you. A lot of y'all get up in age, you want to act, oh, my knees hurt. You're calling it. Your knees going to keep hurting because you just said they hurt. We should not be walking around getting surgeries, just hurting, stomachs messed up, big intrude stomachs on men. Do you love yourself? You a grown man like you 9 months pregnant, but you love yourself. You the same kind of man to say, I demand respect. You demand respect, but you don't even respect your own body? Because if you loved yourself, you would do something. That ain't attractive and it ain't healthy. I don't care what y'all say, how good you look, what you driving, and how you living. That's not healthy. And you're going to be dead if you don't do something. And y'all still running around here popping all that medication from your doctors. Oh, I got anxiety. I'm stressed. I'm bipolar. I'm schizophrenic. Believing what Master telling you because there's more money in the medicine. So you keep popping those pills. You keep living off his addiction. You got an addiction to what he's selling you. He's the drug dealer. Did y'all know the pharmacist is the drug dealer? And they want you so addicted that Medicaid to pay for you to keep taking it. Why do you think Dr. Sebi is dead? He ain't dead because he wasn't unhealthy. He was healthy as hell. You know why he did? Because he knew the truth. See, they kill people that know the truth. They get rid of your ass. Half the stuff in your cabinets that you put on them pork chops and collard greens and all, half that stuff in that cabinet cures your body, like turmeric, ginger. All that stuff in your cabinets that you eat with, put on your food, is cures for your body. Turmeric, ginger, and apple cider vinegar will cure anything that you're going through if it ain't too far. Don't get me wrong. But if it ain't too far, if you're not feeling good, those 3 things will do amazing things to you. Why y'all think I never got the COVID? I haven't had the flu in years. Because one thing my mother did know, she knew old school remedies. She would make her own cough syrup. My mom and sister would make cough syrup. It had to sit for 6 months in the window. And when they open it, it'd clear out the house. But guess what? Ain't nobody sick. Do you love yourself? What are you putting in your body? Why are you drinking that soda, girl? What you eating donuts and coffee for in the morning? Do you think that's healthy? But you demanding that man to respect you. You demanding that woman to respect you. And you don't even respect your damn self. You spend more money on hair weave and getting your nails done and don't have a gym membership. Do y'all know going to get a BBL don't make you live longer? It may make you cute. But if you ain't healthy, your body all messed up on the inside. A dude take you home, you got the bang in his body. You done made yourself look 20 years younger and can't even put your legs behind your head. Girl, you hurting. Yeah. That body don't make you desirable once you're naked and you can't do nothing. You just a mannequin. That's what you're a mannequin. You meet a dude that's physically fit, stay in the gym, and you didn't went and got a BBL. He said, baby, let's go jogging, and you can't go up a flight of steps. He looking at you like you crazy. Do you love yourself? Well, this your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. I just wanted to ask y'all that because I'm watching some stuff about being physically fit and getting your mind right. Take time out to get your mind right. Do y'all know if you can change your mind, your whole life will change? If you can just change what you've been thinking, because what you've been thinking have not been working. If it's been working, why are you sitting there broke on Facebook watching me if what you've been doing been working? Because if what you've been doing been working, you'll be getting some money. You wouldn't be going to bed early to punch a clock. You wouldn't be watching Tyler Perry shows talking about it on Facebook because you got too much shit to do. If y'all know Eric Thomas, he called himself ET. He a motivational speaker. If you don't, look him up. I met him in person, cool as heck. He go to bed early so he can get up at 3 a.m. He said when his boys watching the game and all that, he don't have time for that. He hear about it. He said, don't brothers millionaires run up and down that court. He said, well, I'm going to waste my time watching them, seeing what they doing all season, betting on them. They millionaires, they families living good, and I got to go punch a clock? I'm trying to get where they going, or where they at. Michael Jordan was in the gym when everybody was asleep. Floyd Mayweather was running when everybody was partying. That's how they rich. Do you love yourself? Ask yourself, what are you doing to love yourself? You can't expect people to love you if you don't love you. It's more to life than hair weave, nails, and cars. It's so much more like your health and your mind, girl. You'll have somebody that love you